So the first time we got together, I told you about the promise that God had given me. The next time we discussed the fleece. And if you'll remember in that, I told my dad about resigning from my job in North Carolina and beginning OMNI. So that happened. I gave my resignation, and in the beginning of 1985, I moved to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, where Scott and Jeff were in school, and we started OMNI. We spent about 7 or 8 months there, and we got a lot of things started. Our not-for-profit organization and many things that gave us the foundation. And then we moved after Labor Day weekend of 1985, we moved to my parents' lake home in Florida. I had it in my heart that I wanted to meet a man named Truett Cathy. Most people know now who Truett Cathy is. Truett founded Chick-Fil-a. I'd heard that he loved kids, that he really had a heart for kids, and I wanted to meet him desperately. I wanted to tell him about the promise God had given me. We tried everything. We wrote letters. We called every time. No, he cannot meet with you. We just wanted 30 minutes. One day we got a call from Truett's secretary. And instead of offering us 30 minutes, she said, Truett wants you to come up to Berry College and spend the weekend with him. He has a camp going on there. So we were excited. Scott and I, we got in the car, we headed up to Berry College, and when we pulled up, there were kids running everywhere, and this man walked up, who we learned was Truett, and he said, come on, take a walk with me and tell me about your vision. So he listened intently as we told him about OMNI and all that we believed God had told us to do. And he listened and didn't really say anything. We got back to the Berry College dormitories, and he said, I tell you what, we got kids here everywhere. We got a camp going on. Why don't you guys work with them the rest of the afternoon, and I'll see you this evening at dinner. We moved on. We went to dinner that night in the Berry College cafeteria, and dinner was ending, and Truett Cathy came over and he sat down with Scott and me. And he looked us right in the eyes and he said, guys, this is just too big. You can't do this. It's just more than you can do. You can't imagine what you've undertaken. You need to go back and get those jobs. You just can't do this. And he got up and left. To say the least, we were devastated. Next morning we were at breakfast, and the kids were running around everywhere having fun, and I was dejected. As breakfast ended, Truett came over and sat down between us again, and he said, hey guys, come with me. I want to show you my dream. Well, to be honest, I wasn't real interested in seeing his dream, but of course we went with him, and we got with this guy, and it was one of those old pickup trucks, and it had a bench seat that went across, so it was Truett, and it was Scott, and then me. And we got in there, and we headed across this cow pasture, and it was just terraces, and the truck was bouncing, and we pulled up to this working dairy, and Truett began to show us his dream, and it was really cool about what he wanted to do there. We get back in the truck, and we're heading back over those terraces, we're bumping, and all of a sudden he takes that pickup truck and stops it up under a tree and throws it into park, and he looks across the seat at us and he says, guys, this thing's gonna be even bigger than you think it's going to be. But I still can't give you any money because I just showed you my dream. Well, the middle of the next week, we got a check from Truett Cathy. It was the largest check the ministry had ever gotten. But not only that, we got a check from Truett every month for the next 7 years. I have all kinds of letters of encouragement from him. Kind of an amazing thing to hang our hat on in the middle of this journey. Till next time.